Hey guys, welcome back to some more raid. As you can see, we're sitting on almost 1,000 energy. So unfortunately yesterday, didn't have a lot of time to come in here. We got through some of the missions, got through some of the quests, on making sure we're doing the dailies. There's also a new pass that is up. Now, unfortunately looking in here, I believe you can get all 50 points in here to get the reward in here with the accessory set, but you do not get the upgraded gold pass unless you do purchase it. So making sure you're hopping in here and you're doing all 4 of these every day. In addition to knocking out the quest, knocking out the dailies, knocking out the advanced quest, it takes a lot of time. So unfortunately, I don't have as much time as it seems like it's dedicating to raid on a daily basis. With all the resets, this is by far an AFK game. That is why the energy has been accumulating so fast. Now, my goal right now is getting into and picking up another 6-star champion. Right now, you can see we do have a few that are in 5s. And honestly, I was looking at Deacon Armstrong. I kind of went back and forth. And my best opinion is going to be, and I liked High Katoon as well, but I'm going to be focusing in the entirety on Geomancer. Now, the reason being, looking at the skills and abilities, looking at a lot of different spreadsheets, a lot of different places, most players have said that the Geomancer is absolutely broken based on the skills we have here, which we're going to gain up a little bit more skills. Also have the ascended level already at 5. Got to get him to level 50. We're starting to farm up a lot of food, and the food kind of overlaps with the events that we have going on right now that we'll look at in just a minute, that we're going to be focusing on with 1,000 energy, well over 1,000 energy, because I haven't even done the dailies. I haven't done the advanced. I haven't done anything right now. So if you're really if you're dedicated on playing raid, you can build a crazy amount of champions. I mean, we're less than 2 months into the game. You can see we already have 6 5-stars that are right there, and already have almost enough food to make our 7th 6-star, to build them out in the entirety. Most of the ascension levels I've been focusing on, and really the core 5. So a lot of players have mentioned that focus on 5 heroes in the entirety, and then as we continue to build, as we continue to kind of farm up and get access to additional champions, building them up as well. But that way you have a really 5 hero or 5 champion core team that you can go in here and do a lot of damage. You can make a lot of progression just based on those. Now, what I've noticed though, is there are a lot of places, including the tournament, the spider tournament is coming up, that you can only use very specific factions in here. This is incredibly difficult as a new player. Being able to go in here and utilize these factions, again, super difficult. We've seen it with the Fire Knight. Very, very difficult. I had literally 5 champions and only 5 champions that I could use for the game mode itself. And then looking at Gear Ascension, this unfortunately is something, and you'll notice the Tag Arena is up, the Gear Ascension is up. They are not Titan events. If you're looking to maximize getting all of the Titan events and being able to go through with the champion training, you want to make sure you focus on the Titan events and only the Titan events at this point. Meaning when it comes to the Spider Tournament, we're going to have a lot of resources to go ahead and farm that. Ice Golem, we did and farm that as well. And then the Champion Tournament, and then looking at the event itself, these are 2 additional Titan events that we have going on right now. Now, Gold Deck of Fate, this, you can earn Titan points. Now, I don't know about you, but I literally pulled 1 book right here that you can see. That was the Tome. But overall, being able to farm in here, I feel like with the farming we have today, because there's only 7 hours, we can probably pull 2 cards in the entirety. I don't know if that's normal. My assumption is events like this, that people are just either saving it, as you can see, to use your gems in here, to pull these cards over and over again because they're limited to what you can buy per day, or they're just buying them with straight up money out of the store. And again, that's kind of my thought as well, is going in the shop and going in a couple different places that a lot of players are just buying things in here to make a lot more progression and make a lot of progression faster. Where again, in here, we are completely 100% free to play. So we are not putting anything into raid in the entirety. Now looking at the Forge, we've been again kind of stockpiling this, but we've been farming out a significant amount. And I keep coming back to this, guys, because we've been doing the Minotaur Labyrinth. We've been running stage 15. Stage 15 doesn't yield any rewards. What we're looking for Dungeon Divers doesn't have any in there. And then looking at gear enhancement, looking at a couple different things. We don't have the ability to get the gear. We don't have it to build it up. So as much as I'd love to sit in here and spend 1,000 of my energy farming up the Minotaur, I unfortunately cannot do that because everything else is really the requirement. And going in here, the best place that we have found in time and time again, we do go right back to the campaign, is doing 13 dash, or excuse me, Coming in here and doing 12-3. This is the point where we've been farming it. You can see we have some 2 stars here, and we have been doing this over and over and over again. So within the next 7 hours, I'm going to run through here. We are going to farm this with about 1,000 energy that we have right now. Again, we still have dailies. We have a couple other things in here, but I want to build up the 2 stars to 3 stars. We also do have 5 4-star champions that are cooking right now in the Guardian Ring. They're going to be done right about the time this event is done. So once we do have the ability to have access to all of those 4 stars that are at max 40, max level 40, we can move into 5 stars. That would give me the ability to take Geomancer all the way up to 6 stars and then go ahead and use whatever brews I have to level them up, because 6-star leveling up is going to give you a ton of points within the game mode, based on really building up the champion ascension and also using scrolls, using everything. So I save everything. Even in here, boom, we get 24 tournament points because they were on level 1. Gives us the ability to run this just a crazy amount of times. Also get 19 of the fake coins. But like I was saying earlier, when it comes to like upgrading skills, these are what we save our books for. So we save all of our tomes. You can see we've already used 2 in here. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. This is going to give us access to, look at that, Quicksand Grasp going to level 2, but it also yields us some more 75 tournament points. That's what we're looking for. There is no reason outside of using these champions, using some of these books, that you would not use them during events. Like right here, we use all of these events. Or all of these books during the event. And I do have one other, which is right here. A lot of players said to build up the Crimson Slayer. So you know what? I'm going to max out these books. 19 of our books in here. Boom. Has a really, really big chance right here with the abilities. This is a massive one. 3 times has a chance to add sleep. But this is really the big one once we ascend this champion up. Is crushing the turn meter. 50% chance, or as you can see right down here, Ascended has a 70% chance, 80, and then of course the other 5 and the buff chance down here. This puts it at, I believe, 100% chance. So 15, 25, 30 plus the 70 has a 100% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 50%. Think about that. When you look at the Fire Knight, when you look at a couple of these, this is going to be a game changer, getting this champion built up to 3. We'll go ahead and do the Ascension, getting a couple more tournament points in there, but that does unlock that additional skill, which is going to have the ability to really just crush the turn meter in the entirety. There are a few rare champions in here that do make a really big game changing. And then with events, like I said, we have the gear enchantment, which is going on. We don't have the gold, or excuse me, the silver to do it. But within the tournament, we've been focusing on the champion training. And again, I have a lot more resources that we have to use in here. We're just north of 2,000. We are trying to hit the 8,000. We do want to get the other 150 of the Titan points in here. And look at this, guys, 20,000 points. We're in 12th already. Like I said, I haven't focused a lot on this just because over the last 24 hours, haven't had a ton of time to play, but definitely hopping in and building up the champion tournament and getting it to the point of getting those Titan points. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.